Seagulls fans and members, we're in our series of talking about sponsors and valuable sponsors for the Tweed Seagulls. We're talking about from McGraths Real Estate, and Crossy, welcome to have a chat. And so very well known to many of us around here in rugby league circles. So why the involvement of McGraths with the Seagulls?
Well, it's a pretty easy fit for me, given I've had a long association now with the Titans through obviously my wife Jan, who's worked there for a long time, and then coaching the under-20s up there, or assistant coaching with Ben Wolf there the last 4 years. So many of the guys out there would know that the overflow of our boys at the Titans 20s feed into Seagulls primarily. So for me, there was obviously the fact that we're based here locally as a local business, but also there was that involvement personally. So to sponsor the Tweed Seagulls under-20s, yeah, it was a bit of a no-brainer personally, yeah.
You've been around footy for a while as a player and a coach. Give us your background, a North Coast boy.
Yeah, I grew up in Byron Bay. That's where I sort of started playing footy, and lucky enough to sort of play first grade down there at a young age, and won a comp down there as a 17-year-old, and went to Parramatta, had a number of years down there just in the lower grades, and yeah, and then sort of moved back, played Queensland Cup for Burleigh for 1 year, and then actually Tweed Seagulls came in the Queensland Cup in 2003, and I was one of the signings there to sort of that inaugural year. So I was I suppose the inaugural fullback in that year, in that first Queensland Cup team for Tweed back in 03. Seems like a long time ago now. And mate, had sort of 4 or 5 really good years there. So always been, Tweed Seagulls has been a good part of my life. Then I coached the local A grade team there back in about 2010 or 2011, I think. It probably wasn't great. You're probably looking back. I probably bit off a bit more than I could chew. I had a lot of stuff on my plate, family-wise and work-wise. So, but still always look back with it. It's fun times, and yeah, mate, just pleased to be back involved now with the club.
So there's a lot of international brands in the market now, and we do so much on the internet, like a lot of businesses. What is the key for McGraths here as far as being successful?
Yeah, we've probably got a couple of key features that stand out. The boys that own the office here also own Byron Bay, Ballina, Palm Beach, and this office here at Tweed Heads. So to be able to sort of collaborate between those 4 offices is always good. But the key difference with McGraths is we have one generic database, buyer database. So if there's someone in Sydney that's looking to buy up on the coast, which is now becoming more and more prevalent all the time, we can access them at the click of a button effectively and help them. Whereas a lot of real estate offices have their own individual office database, or they might have their own individual agent database that's kept very segmented. So that's a big thing. We do work collectively. We've got a great team here, great bunch of guys and girls that work here. Everyone gets on fantastic, and that just sort of flows through to our servicing to locals around for their real estate needs. Yeah.
As you say, the internet's such a big thing now. I don't know myself looking for real estate. That's where I first go, but like a lot of other things, then to me it's the personal follow through, it's a relationship and the servicing, no matter where you are. What's your philosophy on that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's ultimately, there's a lot of businesses now that are probably going to be obsolete in the next 5 to 10 years, the way it's going. I think though with real estate, it is effectively a service industry. So you're always going to need that human element at some point. Even if that role is wound back in some way, shape or form, I still think you do need the human element with servicing, and that's something that I've always been about. I think we know each other well, and that's my nature, is to try to help people genuinely with good intentions. So I think whenever your intentions are good and you're working in a service-based industry, I think you'll always be okay. Yeah.
And we know where to find you here at Tweed, although you're saying you'll service from Burleigh through to Byron.
Yep.
The real estate market generally on the Gold Coast and Tweed has been very healthy the last few years. Why is that, and where do you see it going in the next short period?
Look, I think if you ask the general punter, there's a perception out there around the Commonwealth Games, and there's this light at the end of the tunnel that that's what's driving it. Well, I don't really subscribe to that same theory. I think it's well known that Sydney and Melbourne have had strong years the last 4 or 5 years. And if you look at historically, we always follow those markets. So I think now what we're seeing here, the growth that we're getting here, is on the back of what's happening in Sydney and Melbourne. But it's also being underpinned largely by a real lack of stock on the market. Listings for agents are extremely tight. if you get a good listing that's priced right, it probably only lasts a week on the market. So, and that's really putting upward pressure on prices. People have got that fear of missing out. So when something that's suitable does come on the market, they're quick to act. So I think a combination of those two factors are really driving it at the moment. And look, I think it's going to be good for at least another 12, 18 months as a minimum. Yeah.
Nathan, we think of the Tweed Heads, that's an older established area, but are there any sort of new developments there that you're involved in that people may be interested in?
Yeah, we're actually doing a fair bit of project type stuff in the market around Tweed at the moment with myself and Chris Holt, Tony Holland here in the office. So personally, I've got a little project up at East Bernard Point, 4 freestanding sort of townhouses or duplexes up there. And again, with the changes in the New South Wales State Government around the first home buyer grant for you, I think there's a $20,000 benefit there if you're a first home buyer. So they're around that $600,000 mark. So that's one example. But if you drive anywhere around Tweed, you'll see places starting to get knocked down, little boutique duplexes, 3-packs, 4-packs of townhouses start popping up. So it's always a sign of the times that if the development's happening, that the market's pretty good.
People around the gullies looking to sell, or
that's it.
Know where to find you and renting as well here at the corner of Wharf Street.
Wharf and Bay, mate. Beautiful day today, as you can see. So that's where we are.